So today is Saturday, March 14th. We're in a whole different setting. We're in the bedroom, the guest bedroom. This picture was outside my father's room when my father passed away at the hospital. We just fell in love with this picture, and after he passed, we asked the nurse if we could buy the picture, and they said yes. So it's a remembrance of my dad. As you know, I have things all around that I keep memories of. But remember, be careful or you'll end up in my novel. Went to my meeting today. There was hardly anybody there. I should tell you that one of the reasons we're in the guest bedroom is because my son Dan had to go to a funeral, so I'm watching his boys. They're in the other room, and Jim's in the other room watching TV. So I didn't have a quiet place to go other than here. So that's why we're in here. But I did go to my meeting today, and we have a pretty good crowd at our meetings. We probably have close to 100 people. We might have had 20 people, 25 people. And then everybody sat like 3 chairs away from everybody. Nobody sat next to each other. And nobody coughed. Everybody was like really type thing. But anyway, as you know, last week, I'll show you what I did last week. Last week I did really great. Look I lost 4.6. That was last week. My pattern through my whole journey has been when I've had a great loss like that I've gotten a little cocky, got a little overconfident, and the following week followed it up with at least a 2 or 3 pound gain. I was determined to stop that pattern. I really thought I was going to have a loss today. Not a really great loss. I thought I'd have like a 0.2, 0.3 loss. But I had a 0.1 gain. So now I weigh 218.7 and my total loss is 85.5. I put a turtle because I consider that just staying the same. I don't consider that as a gain. I really don't. If I would have went to the bathroom beforehand, took my bra off, something simple like that, I would have had a loss. I can live with that. I really can. But today we're talking about, which is so appropriate, hey, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. I know I always say that they only made one perfect child in the world, and that was Jesus. And even then, he didn't obey his mother. He went off and preached when they didn't know where he was at. So anyway, my quote for today is, to accomplish the perfect perfection, a little imperfection helps. And that's what's telling us, because, nobody's perfect. We're all going to make little mistakes. So we'll start off with the card. Hey, nobody's perfect. Spoiler, trying to be perfect is so unrealistic. And it can actually take us further from our goals. That's so true. If you try to be so perfect that you never waver off your plan at all, you never have that occasional donut or cookie or something like that, when you do finally have it, you're going to binge. You're going to go crazy. And that's not going to do you any good. Science shows that accepting imperfections, because you know what? As much as we don't like to admit it, we're human, can actually bring us closer to where we want to be. So cut yourself some slack. I know you're bouncing because of the bed. I don't realize how much I move when I talk. Anyway, focus on how it feels when you think about someone or a pet who really cares about you. I love cats. I love dogs too, but I love cats, and I just love to have a cat sit on my lap. One thing about, if I ever came back in an afterlife as an animal, I'd want to come back as a cat, because they can pretty much do whatever they want. They don't have to worry about what other people think. Visualize the qualities of someone you look up to and identify those things you have in common. Notice what happens when you show yourself the same kindness you'd show a child who makes a mistake. I gotta go see who's on the phone. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. But anyway, like you said, if you have a child, we've all been parents or we've been around children. If they make a mistake, we don't go and berate them because they made a mistake. We tell them, you know what, you make a mistake, that's what you learn from. When you're on this program, if you make a mistake, you learn from your mistake. If you know that having donuts in the house is going to be a distraction to you, don't have donuts in the house. If you know you can have donuts in the house and you can just have an occasional one, then you're fine with it. But, give yourself some slack. I guess that's the whole point of it. Write down 3 things about yourself that you're grateful for today. I'm grateful that I have my family, I'm grateful that I have my faith, and I'm grateful that I have my health. With everything that's going on, because it's a scary time right now, I think right now we appreciate the little things in our life so much more. And WW is helping me to eat healthy, and it's helping me to get on a healthy track. And it's going to, if you're going to get sick, you're going to get sick. That's my thought. But you can do things to kind of keep yourself from getting sick. And one of those things is by eating healthy, having the right vitamins and minerals in your body, and just doing what you can to stay healthy. And that's what I'm trying to do. Treat yourself like you would treat a friend. See how on page 7 of see how on page 7 of your WW book. Is she talking about this book? Let me see. Let me see if it says page 7. Nope. It must be the book that you get when you get your introductory book. I don't have that. I don't have that on hand. But anyway, the recipe I'll put at the end is for slow cooker pears and port wine. I would have to think that, well, I don't have to think, I just know that pears are my least favorite fruit. I don't like a pear. It's too, I don't like the texture or something. I just don't like it. But anyway, some notes that I took at the meeting. Started off, nobody is perfect. Focus on making progress instead of perfection. Think about what you need to do just to make small little changes in your life. Don't go crazy, and don't think you got to be perfect. Don't think you have to get a blue dot every single day. Some days are going to be a little bit harder to get a blue dot than others, and that's going to be a day that you've enjoyed yourself just a little bit more. Now, you can't do that every single day of the week, but you can do it once in a while. And give yourself some slack. I know they keep saying that, but you know, it's not about perfection. It's just not about perfection. It's just about learning little things about yourself and learning what little things you can do that's going to make it a better journey for you. Accept that imperfections are part of being human. Nobody goes without making a mistake in their life. You may have an overdraft in your checking account. You might run out of gas in your car. You might overeat on a particular day. You might say something that you wish you could take back. We're all going to make some sort of a mistake in our life. Maybe not every single day of our life, but sometime in our life we're going to make mistakes, and we're going to have to learn that we're human and we're not perfect, and we have to go from there. Always remember this. I like this phrase that they use. One of the members of the had raised her hand and said that she lives her life moderation, not elimination, which is a good thought. I like that. It's really, if you really think about it, you don't have to completely eliminate foods. I've eliminated a lot of snacking foods, but it's just for Lent. Trust me, when Lent is over, I'm going to be back putting them into my diet and figuring out. And I know the Weight Watcher says it's a lifestyle, but anytime you eat anything, it's a diet. It really is. Whether you're eating a healthy diet or a crappy diet, it's a diet. So I've eliminated a lot of stuff for now, but not for the rest of my life, just for Lent. Because when Lent is over, I'm going to start eating a donut again. But I'm going to realize that I went 7 weeks without having a donut. I think I can go not having one every single day or every time I shop. Every time I shop, I usually have a donut. Let me read my writing. When striving for perfection, we're less likely to make adjustments to get to our goal. If you say, well, I'm not going to eat, I keep saying donuts because, can you tell I got donuts on my mind? But if you keep saying I'm never, ever in my life going to have a donut, one of these days you're going to binge and you're probably going to have 2 or 3 or 4 donuts because you're going to think that, I said that I was never going to have one, but now I've screwed up and I did. Remember, we can make adjustments as we're going along. Allowances for imperfections help us establish a healthier mindset. Because if we know, like I know I'm going to go to a birthday party. Well, I'm having Christy's birthday next Thursday. We're doing her birthday celebration. And there's going to be cake and ice cream. I'm probably going to have a slice of cake. It's a celebration. It's birthday. I know I said I gave it up for Lent, but her birthday's in Lent every year. So I can't say that I'm never going to have a piece of birthday cake. I can't say that I'm not going to celebrate with somebody on a happy occasion. I'm going to decide that I'm going to have it, and I'm going to make the adjustment in the rest of my day to kind of account for it for the point-wise. And then she gave us a chart that said perfect, because these are things that you want to do to be perfect. P is be accountable to a professional, a nutritionist or a personal trainer or a friend. Like if you have a friend that you're going to say we're going to walk on Tuesdays at 9 o'clock, you're going to show up on Tuesdays at 9 o'clock. So that's part of being perfect in a certain I don't want to say this because I just told you that not to be perfect, and now I'm telling you the thing about being perfect. But it's just things that you should remember when you're trying to be perfect. That's where we go. E is for to take a day off sometime for exercise, of exercising. I walk just about every single day. I didn't walk yesterday because of the wind, and I felt guilty about it. But what they're telling us is in order to be perfect, you don't have to exercise every day. You don't have to be so obsessed with getting out there and exercising. Take some time off. Enjoy some other activity for that day. I did read my book. I couldn't go out and walk, so I read a little bit. So I did enjoy myself that time. R, post reminders to yourself that it's okay to be average. Let go of trying to be perfect. It's sometimes you just need to remind yourself. I needed to remind myself yesterday, well, you walked for how many days in a row? One day is not going to make a difference. And so it kind of made me feel a little bit better. F is for fight the feelings of guilt. And don't have the good me, bad me judgment. Or good food, bad food. Don't think of it that way. Any food that you eat is good food. I mean, a lot of things are. You don't want to put the label on something that it's a bad food, because then you're going to have a negative thought. Like if you're going to eat some Cheetos, you're going to think, oh, that's a bad food. Well, it's not the healthiest food, but it'll satisfy your hunger in a pinch. Like if you're shopping or something, you pick up a bag of Cheetos. As long as you figure it into your plan, and your point wise, it's fine. Don't think of it that way. And if you think of things as good and bad, then you're always conveying judgment on yourself, and you shouldn't be judging yourself. We're all striving to lose weight. We're all doing our best to try to do the best that we can to do this. And you learn little things along the way. I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm learning a little bit more about myself each day, each week, and I know what I can take and what I can't take. C is for check your goals. Check your goals while on vacation. If you're on vacation, enjoy yourself. I gotta go. I'll be right back. It's a very busy day here today. I don't know why, but it just is. But anyway, we will see you. Check your goals while on vacation. If you're going to go on vacation, enjoy yourself. Well, a lot of times, would you just take the one key? Oh, I don't know exactly which key it is. I think it's the one with the yellow. Okay. Sorry about that. Edited that out. Where's that going? Oh, Josh locked himself out of the house, and so I have the house key, so he came over here to get the key. Anyway, when you're on vacation, you tend to be a little bit more active, so you can eat a little bit more food. You can still enjoy the foods that you're having. You can still stay somewhat in check for what you're eating, as far as eating at restaurants and things like that. But most people only go on like on a 1 or 2 week vacation. I don't think any of us are rich enough to go like on a round the world cruise. So enjoy yourself. Be realistic. You don't have to be perfect while you're on vacation, but you can stay within reason of your plan. And when you get back, you might have a slight gain, but just get right back on track. And just know it was a little glitch in time, because we're not going to be perfect 365 days of the year. And T is treats are part of your journey, and give yourself some without guilt. I tend to have one day a week, usually on a Saturday, that I just eat what I want to eat. I don't know if it just kickstarts my body back into action or what, I don't know. But I have no guilt. I really have no guilt when I eat it. And I think if you eat too much and go obsess over it, then you're going to feel guilty. But if you just say, like on Saturdays, I'm going to go out to eat on Saturdays, and I might have a glass of wine or two. It's a treat, and think of it that way. And as long as you have an 80-20 approach to your weight loss, if you lose like 1% of your body weight, which is, they say, between a half a pound to 2 pounds a week, that's a realistic goal. And it would be nice if we stayed on this plan and we were guaranteed to lose at least 2 or 3 pounds a week. I think we all could be perfect if we knew that for sure. But that doesn't happen that way. My body is proof of that. I had a blue dot every single day this past week, and I still had a 0.1 gain. I ate too many carbs, which was my problem. I was on a bagel kick because I figured it into my points. It was within my points, and I could have a bagel every day. I did, and it came back on the scale of the 0.1 gain. But I enjoyed my life this week. I enjoyed myself. I didn't feel the least bit deprived, and I know that if I keep following this plan, I'm going to reach my goal, which I am going to reach my goal this year. So stay with me, because I am going to reach my goal this week. So the card is about give yourself a break, and there's the pear recipe. I'll put this at the end so that you can see it if you want to try it out. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I do a daily vlog. I do a recipe of the week. I do collabs. I have a collab coming up on Monday where I did a Trader Joe turkey calzone. I mean, with the products that I bought from Trader Joe's, and that's going up on Monday at 10 a.m. And I sing to you if it's your birthday. Let me know when it's your birthday, and I'll sing to you, because it's your day. Everybody should have a song sung to them on their day. And try not to be perfect. We're just not perfect. We just aren't. And stay healthy. Avoid large crowds. Don't stress. Don't stress eat, for sure. Don't stress eat, because it's a scary time right now. I'll admit it's a scary time. But the last thing we want to do is start stress eating, because then we're going to put all our weight back on, and it's just not worth it. So talk to you guys either on my daily vlog, or I'll see you next week at our weekly meeting. Okay, remember, nobody's perfect. That's the card, and then let me show you the recipe on the back. For slow cooker pears and port wine. It does look easy enough. I bet you with the brown sugar here, if you use the sugar substitute, you could bring these points down.